163 years ago, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, marking the first time that the United States government took action on behalf of Black people. He wrote, "On January 1st, in the year of our Lord 1863, all persons held as slaves in any state where the people were in rebellion against the United States would be thenceforward and forever free." And the executive government of the United States, including the military and naval authority thereof, would recognize and maintain the freedom of such persons and do no act or acts to repress such persons or any of them and any of their efforts toward actual freedom. 100 years later, an Alabama preacher addressed over 250,000 people in Washington, D.C. on the anniversary of Lincoln's proclamation. He said, "50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. But 100 years later, the Negro is still not free. In a sense, we have come to our nation's capital to cash a check. This promise that all men, yes, Black men as well as white men, are guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. So we have come to our nation's capital to cash this check. We've also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. 1963 is not an end, but a beginning. There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his full citizenship rights. Many of our white brothers and sisters, as evidenced by their presence here today, have come to realize that their destiny is tied up with our destiny. They have come to realize that their freedom is inextricably bound to our freedom. We cannot turn back. There are those who are asking, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied. As long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horror of police brutality. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro's basic mobility is from a smaller ghetto to a larger one. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and the Negro in New York has nothing for which to vote. No, we are not satisfied and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. I say to you today, my friends, even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and come to live out the true meaning of its creed, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.